Good evening, good evening, good evening. JackJazzm here with another pipe on the way home. And today we're going to be using one of my Savinelis, one of my few straight stems. Right there you can see the that's blurry. And this is the Savinelli Mattone 401. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to use in here. You know what? Let's go with some BriarWorks Sweet Tea. And this bowl isn't a very wide bowl, but it is fairly deep, as you can see. So it's not a bad smoke time-wise. And this is a ribbon cut, the same as the peach cobbler. It smells exactly like sweet tea. Make no mistake about that. But the flavor of the tea isn't as strong as you expect after having the peach cobbler. It's not as strong as the peach cobbler is. It doesn't have the presence, the room note that the peach cobbler has. It's a pleasant smell, but it doesn't have that presence that it has. So we got it loaded up here. Put that back in my stash. Your Prometheus, Sherlock, I have several pipe lighters. Just like I have several tamps. Pipe tool, you gotta have them. Hope everybody is doing well this evening. As you probably can see, I'm a skylight here and outside my window. Got pretty decent weather here today in Atlanta. Going on 2 days straight. definitely appreciating it, because we know by the time summer rolls around, we won't even want to be outside. Excuse me. This is a beautiful little pipe. And this one was actually my first Savinelli. Back when I had been hunting and searching for a 320 and could not find them anywhere in sight. And the tobacconist in Atlanta off of Piedmont. Pleasant gentleman named Akbar recommended this one and even gave me a good deal on it, because I told him I don't really like straight stems and that it's a beautiful pipe, but I'm not really into the straight stems. He gave me a good deal on it that convinced me to get it. And this was actually the first pipe that I smoked flake out of. I believe that was Mac Baron's vanilla cream in the flake, and loved how slow and nice it burned in this pipe. Wonderful pipe, smokes great, but I'd trade it for a 320 any day. So if anybody out there is looking to get rid of a nice 320 that's not a Rubino or a Luca, because I have those two already. I have the Luca EX, the 8320, and I have the Rubino, like my brethren Onion over at 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. So I'm always looking to add to that collection. Nothing like seeing that little gold Savinelli shield carved into your stem and then carved into the actual shank on your pipe. Now, another reason why I got a good deal on this pipe is because it has some fills on it. So I'm assuming that's another reason why I hadn't sold prior to me purchasing it, because I had seen it there a couple times. I missed whoever that was that just sent the message. DDP, what's going on, brethren? Good to hear from you again. You're just tuning in. This is the Savinelli. Oh, you in Atlanta? What part of Atlanta you in? This is the Savinelli Mattone 401, and I'm smoking I'm actually on 285 right now, as we speak. 285 south to be exact. Chris Mercer, how you doing, brethren? Thanks for tuning in. We gotta link up, DDP, before you leave town. I know you with your family right now on the road. Let me know when you got a good time we can link up. Oh man, I'm smoking BriarWorks Sweet Tea. And DDP, if you message me, I'll send you my phone number so you can contact me directly. That way it'll be a little bit easier to try to set up. Cool. How long you expecting to be in town, DDP? Oh, you're heading back home, okay. Safe travels, make sure you get in safe. So got you. So are you watching this on your phone or on a tablet or something? Got you. Well, I appreciate you taking that time, man, while you're on the road. Check me out. Y'all good people. Got you. Teamwork. Traffic's going pretty smooth today as well. This seems to be a pretty decent time to get on 285. Not too much congestion, and thankfully no accidents, so nobody's getting hurt. Once again, the sun is going down on my left, outside of my driver's side window. I think that just said you just got on 285. The rest of it. But yeah, I'm loving this extra hour we're getting of sunlight. That way I'm able to do these videos more frequent for you guys. Sometimes I get off and it's too dark to do them. Which was kind of why I attempted to do the one on Saturday. That ended up getting cut short. 25. I can't think of what exit it is off the top of my head. But yeah, this sweet tea definitely does not hold a candle to the peach cobbler. Right now, as I'm about a quarter ways down the bowl, wonderful bowl. They're only hints. Roswell, okay, got you. They're that sweet tea flavor in here. But it doesn't have a very dominant presence. Definitely not a very strong room note. Got some congestion up ahead, and normally it gets that way when we got a lot of these tractor trailers on the road at the same time. That's all I see up ahead on every lane. Yeah, BriarWorks that you will not find in the, I guess you can call them traditional brands of tobacco. I mentioned it before on another video, but I was surprised to see that they had one that was a bacon flavor. Now, I'm not a pork person myself. I actually don't eat red meat, but I do know that bacon makes things taste good because I grew up eating some of that stuff. But I just thought that was very different and peculiar to have a tobacco that's bacon flavored. It's got a pig on the label. All of the labels have the same look to them, old-fashioned look to them. You know, nice old-fashioned nostalgia to it. But they had that blackberry pie, sweet tea, unsweetened tea, peach cobbler, and I want to say there was one more that sells a lot with them. That's real popular that I've seen. But I really was only intrigued by the peach cobbler. And when I first opened that jar, that smell, man, you cannot mistake. It smells exactly like peach cobbler, homemade peach cobbler, with a little bit of cinnamon or some type of spice in it. And that flavor definitely comes through in the taste. You know, you have a lot of tobaccos that when you open up the tin or open up the jar, they have a strong smell to them, aroma, if you will. But when you put that light to it and get it to smoking, it's a totally different effect. One thing I can say about BriarWorks peach cobbler is that you get the same thing that you smell coming out of that jar when you light it. And I haven't come across too many blends that have that effect. I think the jar that I have now is my third jar that I've gone through with them. And I purposely take my time with them because of how good they are. I try not to, you know, smoke it too often and end up having to buy some more jars so frequent. Wow. A Hummer truck with monster truck tires on it. Well, it looks like the traffic is working in favor of the video because it's got congested and I'm 1 mile away from my exit. The sweet tea, which is what I'm smoking right now, the smell smells exactly like sweet tea, but when you're going through the bowl, it's more like unsweetened tea. You definitely smell the tea flavor in it and taste it. The sweet is here and there. Grateful that we're not having as choppy of a video today. It was giving me a hard time yesterday. We pushed through it anyway though. Ended up making us a pretty good lemonade. Nice day today, nice day. Hey there, Goju Shiho. Thank you. This is a Savinelli Mattone 401, and we're smoking BriarWorks Sweet Tea. Where are you from? What part of the globe are you from, Goju? I don't know too many who are in New Jersey, right outside of New York City. Got you. You know, I don't know too many people who are not fans of Savinelli. They make some pretty nice pipes. And in my opinion, their best one is the 320. I think my brother Onion would agree to that as well. Over at 2 a.m. pipe on the patio, he said he had 6 in his collection. 6 320s in his collection. All lovely pipes. That you're tuning in, brethren. 320 port. That sounds familiar. I can't like, but I haven't seen a 320 that I didn't like yet. .504 Bulldog. Whose Bulldog is that? I have a Bulldog, one of the Peterson Bulldogs. I'm not sure if it'll be considered the Bulldog or the Rhodesian. I know there's a certain shape of a Bulldog that they call the Rhodesian. But who was your 504 by? Those KSs are awesome. Savinelli, okay. Round shake is the Rhodesian, the diamond shake is the Bulldog. I have the Bulldog. I'll show that one on my next video. It has the yellow goldish color stem on it. That'll be my next one I'll do in my video. One of my Petersons. I have 4 Petersons. Petersons were the first pipes I started. So you got a couple Bulldogs. You got to start doing some videos, man. I love to see these pipes. You know, that's what we love to watch videos and see what everybody. I was over here envying everybody with the 320s for probably about a year and a half to 2 years because I couldn't find any here in Atlanta. I'm up to 2 right now. The Rubino and the Luca 8320 EX, the big boy. Rusticated. Correct. The Rubino is a Rossi, but the 8320, the Luca, actually has the Savinelli shield engraved into it, but has the Rossi logo on it. And from my understanding, Rossi is covered by Savinelli, so it's one of their, I guess you would call, sub-brands. And because him and Savinelli were good friends, Savinelli ended up buying the Rossi brand. From what I saw in my research and what I heard a couple of videos, because I was kind of exactly. So you just confirmed it, yeah. Let me reconnect. So I don't want to keep talking and then you guys don't hear me, but yes, I'm very familiar with the story because I was curious about that when I was studying the Savinelli brands. Yeah, the Prince is a nice one. I just got a little bit of bitterness that shot in my mouth. So I'm going to run this pipe cleaner into my stem to clear it out, because that did not taste good at all. And that's weird. It's probably because I'm doing so much talking. I never get that on my straight stem pipes. That should have taken care of it. I felt the same way about, I went and purchased, my last acquisition was Maestro Baraldi. I love Baraldis, the little short stubby, I love those styles. But exactly. And that's what I experienced when I was trying to decide between the Savinelli poker that was at the last tobacconist I was at, and the Maestro Baraldi that I ended up purchasing. I was looking at the poker because I don't have any pokers, and was very interested in the poker, but this one had the long stem on it, this particular poker by Savinelli. And when I sat it down, it would not sit because it was so unbalanced. The weight of the stem kept causing it to tip. So that's why I decided against it, and because I kind of favored the Maestro Baraldi styles over that shape that they had. Now, if it had been a poker with the stubby stem on it, I may have gone with it because I love the stubbies, the nose warmers. I'm actually at my place, but Cold Juice making this conversation interesting. Hey, so for those who didn't catch that, Coach, you was saying that most sit when they have a bowl of tobacco. People checking in. I actually extended my live because Coach Juice coming on with some good information here, sharing